Hello, everyone. This is STL Sanford. Please hit the subscribe, the share, and the like button for me. I'd like to speak with the biggest conversation that's been going on in America for the last few weeks. And it's pertaining to Katt Williams when he was on Club Shannon Sharp podcast. And man, did he let out some things. Man, but one I was really interested in was to steal him jokes because that's something I'm familiar with firsthand here in the city of St. Louis. And one person that responded to it that I was very interested in was Lavell Crawford. Now, the stealing jokes here in St. Louis, I'm familiar with that. And let me give you history so you understand why I'm familiar with that. In 1992, I had the pleasure of being the first club owner in Missouri to bring black comedy into the Midwest. It was at Sanford Supper Club in St. Louis at the Riverview Circle. The stealing jokes been going on since 1992 that I know of. Then that was done in the height of the explosion of black comedy in America. Comics was coming on just as the rapper was doing their things, and the two was coming together, man, and oh, what a good time we had back in the 90s. As the owner of Sanford Supper Club from June 1992 until July 2000, I witnessed firsthand comedians in St. Louis stealing each other's jokes. Come on, man. You know, my thing is this. If you're gonna steal someone's joke, don't do it in front of them, man. Come on, dude. That's crazy. Do it at another show, at another town, to another state, but don't do it right there. Write your own joke. That's what I always say. Write your own jokes. You wouldn't have to have that problem. But unfortunately, we did, and I had to be the referee, and I made it work to keep down altercation among the comedians here in St. Louis. As owner of Sanford Supper Club, I brought in black comedians to St. Louis every Tuesday night. Lavell Crawford was the host from 1992 until 2000. I had St. Louis owned Cedric the Entertainer. Lavell Crawford, as I mentioned, also. Then you had Joe and Guy Torrey from St. Louis. I had Corey Holcomb, Kenny Howe, a very funny man from Chicago. I brought him in so many times, man, that he met his wife here, started a family here in St. Louis. And also Gary Owen, brought him in many times. Gary, man, had a BET sitcom called The Zebra because he was married to an Afro-American woman. Cheryl Underwood today is on CBS, The Talk. That's the daytime talk show. Also Adele Givens, D-Ray, Small Fry from Georgia. That girl's so funny, it's unbelievable. I don't know why she quit. And she should have kept on going because she could have been in high demand. And my man, Honest John, may he rest in peace. But let me give a shout out to a very good friend of mine. I owe this man a lot. I worked with Rita Miller at Bristol Myers Squibb, and the three of us was there. Me and him and Joe Torrey, we was all there at the same time in the 80s. And I went on to share my vision with Rita Miller because I wanted him to know of what was going on, and he had insights on comedians. And I let him know that I want to do comedy on a slow night, which is Tuesday night comedy. And he hooked me up with Cedric Entertainer and Lavell Crawford. And out of that meeting born Sanford's Tuesday night comedy at the Riverview Circle. And man, what a time we had. You talking about doing 600 and 700 people every Tuesday night. I had 3 o'clock license, so I was able to stay open until 3 o'clock. We get the show going between 8 and 8:30, and by 11 o'clock the show over with, and then we party. And the crowd stayed there until 3 a.m. I had to put them out. No one wanted to leave. Man, what a time. It became like a big, huge family of 600 to 700 people. We all come there every single Tuesday for a comedy show. Unbelievable. Lavell Crawford became the host, and he brought those comics in from across America. And man, oh man, oh man, businessmen and businesswomen that came to St. Louis made their stops there at Stanford's choosing that company. St. Louis back then had at least about 100 something Fortune 500 companies located here, and they brought people in for whatever business that had to be conducted, and they came in, and boy, did they spread the word. And history was made, man. That was one of the best time of my life, Tuesday night comedy with Lavell Crawford as the host. And what time did we have? We had a ball. Wasn't no stupid crap going on like shooting and fighting, all that dumb crap that goes on now. Things are so bad now, man, we can't get together for a funeral. But man, with Lavell Crawford, the way he responded to Katt Williams on the stealing of jokes was on point. Listen to what this man had to say. Wow, he was right on.
Everybody up on this distraction. Let me tell you something. It's a distraction. Katt Williams is a very talented brother, and he's very vocal, you know. And my take on it is everybody talk about, you know, I'm cool with it. You know how I be cool with people? I don't be around them a lot. Me and Steve Harvey let me do the Hoodie Awards several times. I got to do his radio show. He didn't help me out a lot of times, man. I ain't kissing his ass, but he ain't put me in his movie, which that's what I wanted to do. You know, I mean, I was hoping, he said, you and Isaiah are the perfect duo. Somebody said that, was that you pal underscore 85. You Paul, you pal. You know him? Okay. Well, thank you, Paul. You pal 85. I appreciate the love. Yeah, but my thing on the Katt Williams thing, I think Katt, he just gonna talk. He one of them cats, man. He ain't afraid of nobody. He say what's on his mind. And he probably had some confrontation with our brothers, because you gotta remember, the more the money go up in your life, the more the you know, the what you call spite comes out of other people. And if y'all all on the same score, see, the one thing about black entertainers, we think it's only one bag. And we don't even understand, man. I couldn't even get in with the Fridays and all that stuff. I don't know why, because they wouldn't call me, but I got in with the Adam Sandlers. I got in with Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. When Netflix wouldn't let me do a special with them, they put my special on that I filmed somewhere else. I did Showtime, and thank you Showtime so many times, and I appreciate Netflix showing my special on their platform. Tubi, big shout out to them. But hey man, but like I tell people all the time, we think it's just one bag, and that's how all these beefs come up. You think because you making it, you can, you know, you start giving beef, and then some comments do still. I seen a comedian go up right before me and do my damn joke. I seen one go up right after me and do one of my damn jokes, and then talked about it, and then did the joke, and they famous. And I fronted the nigga about it. But when Katt talked about his experiences, and some of it might be a far-fetched, and it might be some of his comedy. You know, he a comedian, and he be thinking everything he say is beef, and some of the stuff he probably got beef with. He know these people. This dude, I want some of that good career. I want the bull crap that he going through. But man, that brother was making $100,000 a show. He showed that on a video one time. He was making $100,000 a show. All I needed 1 year of that, Lord. 1 year, Jesus. I claim it in your mighty name. But my thing is, man, you know, I know all these comics, man, and from Quake to Ricky Smiley. And Ricky Smiley looked out for me, man. I got locked up in Oklahoma. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Jesus. That dude look just like me. the white dude. But, well, you can't spell hustle without saying SPL. You damn right, baby. But we get down, man. I don't have no time for beef. I mean, even when I had somebody was mad at me, I confronted them. We did it, and we moved on. I don't sit up and fuss with that, man. And, you know, Katt been blessed. All these guys been blessed to do what they do. I'm blessed to do what I do. I ain't even got the 100 grand to show, but I'm blessed that these wonderful people come out to see me every week. They come out and holler at me and let me go up and do my thing, and I try to stay fresh and funny as possible for all of them. And I got family to take care of, man. I got things lingering over me, man. When I get out of the game in a few years, I may tell some stories about some stuff that I've seen some shit. And I've been through some shit, but I mean, the things that I've done, I've been in, I mean, people wouldn't even believe. Because I keep myself on a platform that, you know, people say, oh, you just nice. I said, I'm not nice. I'm kind. I'm kind, but if you cross me, you'll see another nigga. But I'm not that one to go up and just bother you and, you know, go trip off stuff. And if you steal my joke, I'll make a better one. And you know, comedians stole my joke, and I went up after the nigga. And y'all know him, y'all go buy tickets to this nigga's show, and he a new booty. And he went up and did my shit, and I went up behind him and did my shit again. And I got a standing ovation. That's how hard I go. So that's how you got to look at those things. But, you know, he talked about a lot of different categories.
Hello, see people, this is what I'm talking about. Lavell Crawford was on point when he was talking about the stealing of jokes. He handled it just right. And I would have done it the same way myself also. That's why I like Lavell. Lavell is a hell of a man. But there are some jealousy among the comics, man, such as Steve Harvey of Bernie Mac during the Kings of Comedy concert back in the day. It was said that Steve Harvey was jealous of Bernie Mac because Steve Harvey was having difficulty closing show when he followed Bernie Mac. So they made Steve to be the host. Steve got upset and they fell out. Katt Williams on Shannon Sharp podcast did not end with the stealing and the jealousy among comedians. Katt Williams transitioned to Ricky Smiley. Wow, he said Ricky can only play the role of a man wearing a dress on TV, and that's it. And from there, Katt Williams dropped the bombshell of black illuminati such as Quincy Jones, P. Diddy, Jay-Z, and Will Smith, and a host of other people. Katt Williams, man, oh man. Katt, dude, you're a tough little dude. I mean, he blasted Afro-American men like they weren't men. He also caused conversation among people such as Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, underpaid actors and actresses. And now we have professional athletes that are upset and involved in this and speaking out their opinion. A lot of them are upset with Katt Williams. And then there's some now star athletes that are speaking out against him for bringing up these issues. Now, people, we have to be careful here. 42 million people. What is the end game here? What is it? I mean, are they trying to sidetrack us? Keep us from paying attention to what's really going on? But wait a minute now. Think about it. Of 42 million people looking at this podcast and not paying attention to what's going on in the outside world. Be careful, people. Be careful. The world, from the standpoint of politics, must be focused on. The Republican Party is trying to pass a law if a private company donate money to a black cause, they will be heavily fined. And how much money, we must pay attention to how much money is being spent on these wars. Right now, there is a problem trying to account for $10 billion that was sent to Ukraine. 10 billion. People, we must hold Joe Biden's feet to the fire. Because when he was on the 2019 campaign trail, he spoke of reparation. That got to happen now. Right now. Not in November. Right now, Joe. We must have some serious talk to start in the month of February 2024 and a date to pay out the money to Afro-American in August of 2024 and not after the election in November 2024. Here's what he should do. Use the same formula that they use to pay out COVID money to the mass of people. Use that same formula and get that done before November. All Americans that was born in this country up until 1985 must get a check no less than $5,000 a month, and for 5 years and nothing less. At the end of 5 years, it should add up to $300,000, nothing less. No kind of BS, nothing. Try to eliminate people from getting this money. You didn't do that to us when we were slaves, so no BS. Give these people the money and take care of the HBCU. They must get the same treatment as the white schools. Joe, take care of the Afro-American, or we will stay home come November 2024. We will not vote. And as a 74-year-old man, I want this to happen right now, Joe, not later on, right now, this year. Please hit the subscribe, the share, and the like button. Thank you all.